So here we are. These bikes look really cool. This is Timetry, a Tianjin brand. It's a steel frame bike. Got really nice long low geometry on it. Beautifully machined CNC linkage on there. And just look at the weld on this. It looks like something you could take to be spoked. It's really, really lovely, well-made bike. Really neat, simple pivots. Everything is so clean. External cable routing, which we know we all love. Really cool paint job. Love the logo on this. This is really cool. And there's one of the bikes I'm really excited to see. And here's the other one. This mid-pivot aluminium bike. Looks like a Geometron. Really, really cool looking bike. Let's bring it in here. Beautiful box section stays. Really nice linkage. Huge idler. Again, we've got external cable routing on this. And look at this, all these different little, all these cool little mounts, all CNC machined for the shock. Really clean, simple design, nice brushed aluminium finish. So I was chatting to the guys who designed this yesterday. This is a 140mm travel bike, but you can change the link on the rear to make it into a 170mm travel bike. I want one of these. I think this looks sick. Just look at that. It's really, really cool. So apparently this is still a prototype, and the final bikes will be available around June, July time. So those are the Timetry bikes that I'm really excited to see. They are super new, so new there's no name on them. The silver bike then with the high pivot it's so prototype that he was saying that he had to drill the holes into the frame for the external cable routing himself. And that's why there's no tool mount on it just yet, but there will be one on the final bike. Very, very cool. So this is the extension bikes, C165, C for carbon, 165 for the travel. This can be set up as a 29er front and rear or as a mullet, and it's got some really nice features. It's a full carbon frame, it's a Cat 5 tested frame, and as you can see here, it's got some beautifully machined CNC aluminium linkages here, which give it a really interesting kinematic, which we'll talk about later. Here's the flip chip, so you can change it to mullet. It's got a one-piece carbon rear end, and the shock here actually sits up inside the tube for space. I'm not sure you can see it on camera, but it's got a really beautiful raw finish. You can see the carbon fiber through the lacquer in the sun. There's the branding there. And underneath the down tube, we've got branding as well.
It's a full carbon bike with the CNC linkage, all CNC machined linkage. All the bearings on the CNC parts, so you can maintain it very easy. Also, we have bearing shared on both sides of the bearing. Our own designed kinematic. We call the EVP system, extend virtual pivot. When the shock compresses the pivot, the virtual pivot point will move along back to the where they can delay the pullback. They can make more perfect with X-wheel pass.
And they've got this rather interesting looking Enduro bike on display. Look at that. It's got like a very specialized Enduro look to it. It's all carbon fiber. Really cool linkage system there. I believe it's 170mm travel. And I really like the look of this. Like, it looks very well finished. It's got some really nice design features and details on it. And I love this logo up here, the name of the bike. That's really cool. If you can just see that. But yeah, this is the Winice. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's their gravity focused bike. Looks like, yeah, it looks like Specialized, doesn't it? And then behind there, There's the e-bike version of it, using a Bafang motor, sorry. Again, the same suspension system as the non-e-bike version, with a big Bafang motor and a huge battery in there. Should give it tons of power and range. Hello, boss. I'm with Tony.
Yeah.
This is Tony.
Dennis.
And this is the...
yeah, DNIS Brakes, and this is DNIS V4.
So this is the DNIS V4. It's a fully CNC'd, machined, 4-piston caliper. Really light. It's a really big chunky thing with some nice air vents there for cooling these brake pads. And then we've got the matching brake lever. Could you give me the lever?
Yeah.
Thank you. And this is the CNC machine lever that goes with it. So all adjustments look similar to another brand's brake lever. All made in China, yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool. And how much is this? If people want to buy this, how much?
You can find the price on our website.
Okay, yeah? And what's the website?
www.denisbrake.com.
Cool, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I can see a kind of free ride style bike there. What else we got on this side? Oh, this is quite cool. This carbon fiber bike. And this has got an electronic Chinese drivetrain on it too. The ETX by LT Wu. Carbon fiber back end. It's quite a chunky seat stay, that. Italian flag on it for some reason. And there's that controller for the electric rear mech. A lot of locally sourced brakes here. This one actually feels really nice. Some of them feel really spongy. And the spec on this is decent. Like, it's got a mix of Chinese and international brands on it. You got Fox 38s, Michelin tires, Fox rear shock. You got Shimano crankset, but you've got the LT Wu electronic rear mech. And there's a few other versions of it as well. You got lots of different builds of it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Java brand seems to be quite cool. They have some interesting stuff. Again, lots and lots of road bikes here. Some sort of free ride bike as well. So this is quite an interesting looking brand. Looks like a dirt jump brand called HMBROS. And they got some really wild looking paint jobs. This looks nice. Got a flame paint job on it and cool pink wheels. And they got a few different versions here. It's got a really chunky box section frame design. And I love the fact that it's all built up with like all Chinese brand parts. So we've got the S-Ride rear derailleur on there. And we've got some Chinese branded cranks and pedals. And even the fork. It's a Mozo, but I think RST have sold that name onto someone else. It's got hints of NS with the bars, but loads of different cool colors. This one looks nice at the back, this green one. Really good looking. This one's a different frame, and more of a, looks like a higher end bike. With a rounded tube profiles, so chunky, like, look at it, how big it is compared to my hand. It's a really big chunky tube frame on that. Looks cool. And loads of different models on the wall too. Yeah, that's cool. And they've got a full suspension bike as well. Again, built up with Chinese components.